Alright guys, welcome to my first ever Madden 17 connected franchise rebuild. I've really never done one of these before as a video. I've done a few practice runs and I decided to go with my favorite team, the New England Patriots, for the first one, just to make it a little bit easier for myself, obviously because I'm not an experienced Madden rebuilder. I mean, I don't really care if it pisses you off that I'm doing a Super Bowl contending team for my first rebuild, but I don't really care. Let's get it underway. Obviously, led by the greatest quarterback of all time, Tom Brady, and then the whole running back thing is not really, it's not great. LeGarrette Blount, I don't think should even be on an NFL roster anymore. He's too old and he's just not fast enough anymore. Deion Lewis showed some potential last year, but obviously he's hurt right now. And for some reason, he's only 79 in Madden. I think he should be a little bit higher. We head over to the wide receivers. Obviously, what the Patriots love to do is get 6-foot white wide receivers. Not really sure why. Julian Edelman, obviously, wide receiver number one, definitely not going anywhere. Chris Hogan may or may not get traded. And then same goes with Danny Amendola. I kind of like Danny Amendola, in real life, but I don't really know if I'm going to like him in Madden. I feel like I can get someone better. Rob Gronkowski, best tight end in the league, one of the best tight ends of all time. Clearly not going anywhere at all. And then the offensive line is just terrible. For some reason, the Patriots thought it'd be a smart idea to trade Chandler Jones for Jonathan Cooper, I think. I might be butchering that. Yeah, it's Jonathan Cooper. I hated the move personally. Wouldn't have done it if I was the Patriots, but you know what? That's why I guess I'm not in their front office. Nate Solder, the only offensive lineman that's really safe on this team. I actually really like him a lot. Heading over to the defense, the whole secondary is really fine. D-Mac and Patrick Chung are the safeties, and then Logan Ryan and Malcolm Butler are fine at corner. I'm pretty sure we have to re-sign Malcolm Butler. I'm not too sure about Logan Ryan. Jabal Sheard and Terrence Knighton are fine, even though I literally just got an update on my phone that Terrence Knighton was released. I don't really know why they did that, but whatever. Jabal Sheard's fine at the right end position. Chris Long obviously came here in the offseason. Did we trade for him or did we sign him? I think we signed him. I'm not positive about that, but he's the left end for now. I might look to get a better one. Linebackers are obviously two big pieces here that we probably have to resign in the offseason if their contracts are up to date. Dante Hightower and Jamie Collins, two of the best linebackers in the NFL. Shane McClellan came over from the Bears, I believe. He might have been. I'm going to look to improve that middle linebacker 2 spot. Then Rob Ninkovich on the left outside linebacker spot. I'm fine with keeping him there. So I'm really fine with that. I have a few trades to make. Once I make my first trade, you guys will see it. Alright guys, we traded a 2017 third round pick, a 2018 second round pick, and Nate Washington for DeForest Buckner, who I believe was just drafted by the San Francisco 49ers. He can fill in that right end spot. He's going to progress into a nice player because he is very young. And Nate Washington's like 33 years old. I don't really want him on the team. I don't really like Nate Washington. He just got released in real life, so I don't really mind him at all. And then we just pick up, obviously, a nice right end in DeForest Buckner. So that is the first trade of Season 1. If I make any more, you guys will see it. But if not, you'll see the end of Season number 1. Alright guys, we just traded 3 picks in total, a first round pick, a second round pick, and a third round pick, all for Danny Trevathan from the Chicago Bears. This is a great pickup for us, a second middle linebacker. I think this team is set at this point, honestly. If we look at it, if we head over to the defense, it really is improved. That's one of the problems the Patriots pretty much always have, is defense. And honestly, look at our linebacking core: Dante Hightower, Jamie Collins, Danny Trevathan, and Rob Ninkovich. Those are all real solid linebackers. And then obviously we did bring in DeForest Buckner. They moved Jabal Sheard over to left. I thought DeForest Buckner would be playing left, but I don't really care at all. And then obviously the offensive line still not great, but I'm going to work on that in the off season. I am going to go for 3 seasons no matter what, so I'm fine with that for season number 1. And I'll see you guys at the end of season 1. Alright guys, I'm here around mid-season and I realized I do have to re-sign all these players, so I'm going to try to see if I can work this out with all of them. I really need to really need to make sure I get all these players back. I'm going to pay him $7 million a year. Actually, what? Why can't I pay him? Wait, what? This is really weird. Alright, $7 million a year with a $4.5 million signing bonus. Let's see if he accepts that. Cool. Alright, we got Dante Hightower back. That's a really big one. Now I have to get Jamie Collins back. And like this is like, it's like really necessary. Because this is like the core of this defense. Alright, give him 2.5. I'm going to overpay for him. Actually, no, give him 2.75. Come on, Jamie. Thank God. Alright, Jabal Sheard's also necessary. We need to bring him back as well. Our cap room's just going down, but honestly, in the long run, these are some great players. So let's see if he'll accept the $6.5 million offer. Cool, that works. Terrence Knighton also. I don't know. I'm going to leave Martellus Bennett for the offseason. Let's see if Terrence Knighton will he just accept like that? Alright, cool. I'll bring him back for that. And then Martellus Bennett, I'm going to leave for the offseason. That's a big decision. Obviously, we have Gronk. Pats don't really run two tight ends too often. Malcolm Butler is very important to bring back. I didn't realize we have to bring all these players back. $7 million for Malcolm Butler. Alright, improving the bonus. Oh, shit. I need to get him back. I need to get him back. Alright, he said improving the bonus is important. I'm going to give Logan Ryan $7 million. Give him like a 2.5. Alright, 2.75 bonus. Cool. Logan Ryan's back. And then I can leave all these players for the end of the season. I'll see you guys, I guess, hopefully in the playoffs. Alright guys, we're here at the end of season number 1. Hopefully we made the playoffs. I assumed we made the playoffs anyways. Heading over to the stats. Let's see how we did here. We are... Alright, Jesus, Tom. Oh my god. Alright, let's go to player stats, I guess. Almost 5,100 yards passing for Tom Brady. 43 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. If he didn't win like offensive MVP... Alright, I don't even know. LeGarrette Blount, alright, I need a new running back next year, definitely. Receiving, Gronk with 1,200 yards, pretty much. 12 touchdowns, great player. Julian Edelman, pretty much 1,400 yards, 12 touchdowns as well. Then it really kind of just drops off. Hogan and Amendola both had around 600. So clearly I need to find some new wide receivers to go with Julian Edelman. Martellus Bennett, probably not coming back at this point. 31 years old, only pretty much 300 yards for the season. And then blocking, I don't really care about this at all. Defense is what I do care about as well. Tackles, 106 tackles for Jamie Collins, 100 for Danny Trevathan, 87 for Malcolm Butler. I know Dante Hightower got hurt during the year. Cyrus Jones was 60, the rookie out of Alabama. So sacks, who led us in sacks? It was DeForest, 15 sacks in your rookie year. Damn, I like it. The good thing I got him. Alright, interceptions, who led us in interceptions? It was Logan Ryan with 5, Trevathan with 4. Alright, Jamie Collins with 2. So, not too many corners. I don't really care about kicking or punting. Alright, that's fine for that. I need to figure out how to get to the offseason awards. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's probably just right here. Yearly awards, that's what I really want to look at. And Tom Brady won the MVP. 12-4 we went, so clearly we made the playoffs. Coach of the Year went to Mike McCoy. We were not even on here, even though I'm pretty sure we might have had one of the best records in the NFL. AFC Offensive Player of the Year was Tom Brady. Defensive Player of the Year was Justin Houston. J.J. Watt came in second. Offensive Rookie of the Year was Paxton Lynch. Broncos went 8-8. Thought they would be worse than that. Defensive Rookie of the Year, DeForest Buckner came in second. I would have liked him to be 4, but Jihad Ward... who is that? That's a terrible first name. Best quarterback was Tom Brady. Best running back was Le'Veon Bell. No surprise there, and I don't really care about this. So, let's get into the offseason here. First of all, we have to get through the playoffs, obviously. But my main goal for the offseason is to bring back Malcolm Butler. If you couldn't tell, this team is still looking really good. I know Dante Hightower's out for one more week, so let's advance week to the divisional championship. We are not playing anyone. We got a bye week in the first round, obviously, because we're not playing a team. We are playing the 10-6 Kansas City Chiefs, just like I believe they did in the first round in the real playoffs this year. Returning from injury, Dante Hightower is available to play again. That is big. Head over to the defense right here. All right, cool. They put him right back in. That's what I really needed. All right, let's see if we can get this done. I hope we do. Skip simulate trading. I don't really care about trading. No, just advance week to the conference championship. All right, this is big. Here we go. Hopefully we can get this done. Probably not a Super Bowl in season number 1. All right, we won. Taking on the 9-7 Raiders. And this shouldn't be. Who's hurt? Who's hurt? Please tell me you're not important. No. We need you, Logan Ryan. Come on. All right, let's head over to the defense. Who's taking his spot? Is it Cyrus Jones? It probably is. Yeah, Cyrus Jones head over to cornerback 2, and Malcolm Butler moves up to cornerback 1. So he's covering the main player on the other team, just like he kind of always does in real life. So, all right, let's advance this week. Advance to the Pro Bowl, I guess. We are facing the... Did we win? Advance week. Are we facing the Lions in this? Wait, what?
Kick off your week.
What just happened?
Your game plan.
The Lions are in the Super Bowl with us. How did the Lions go 10-6? What? All right. Okay. I'm gonna scout some players first, and I'll see you guys when I see them in the Super Bowl. All right, guys. So I just scouted a bunch of college players, and now it's time to advance into the offseason. Hopefully, we win the Super Bowl. Let's sim next week. I'm pretty sure I can check it after. I'm not sure if we're going to win the Super Bowl or not. I really hope we do. I have to find out how to check it after. I'm pretty sure I can find it, but if not, I might cut it out. Hopefully we win against the Detroit Lions, who are somehow in the Super Bowl. We should beat them. I mean, it's the Detroit Lions. Alright, did we? No. Tom Brady retired. Get out of here. You've got to be kidding me with that. You've got to be kidding me. It looks like we won the Super Bowl. I mean, everybody went up. But Tom Brady retired? Really? Wait, New England Patriots, Tom Brady can celebrate another Super Bowl victory with the 35-14 win over the Detroit Lions. We won the Super Bowl. I'm still going on to one more season. I'm just going to do 2. Actually, maybe I'll do 3, depending how we do next season. Let's head into this offseason, though. Looks like, I mean, we still have to get a new quarterback, because Jimmy Garoppolo is not going to cut it. So, let's advance into the next week. I need to renegotiate Malcolm Butler's contract, I think, just because I really need him back on this team. Alright, sign free agents. Damn, why did Tom... Alright, $40 million, that's actually not bad for all the players I did re-sign during this regular season. Alright, guys, so I've offered contracts to Steve Smith Sr., Malcolm Butler, Alan Branch, and Ryan Fitzpatrick, hopefully to kind of, I mean, put a hope at a quarterback spot. Obviously, Jimmy Garoppolo is going to play in real life, but I don't think he can play in the Madden anyways, in the Madden simulation. Let's simulate 1 week, see who we do get. Alright, let's see. Alright, tell me we got at least Malcolm Butler. That's my #1 need. Alright, we got Malcolm Butler, we got Alan Branch, we got Fitzpatrick, and we got Steve Smith. That is what I needed a lot. Cool. Alright, make sure we acknowledge all of these. Alright, and I think we're going to go to... Actually, we have a few more players to scout, and I'll see you guys at the draft. Alright guys, we're here in the draft. Obviously we have the 32nd pick because we did end up with the Super Bowl win. So I'm just going to simulate ahead to our pick, sim to advance the next user pick. Hopefully we can get a decent player. I know we need wide receiver help a little bit. We don't really need quarterback anymore. So let's look, see who's left on the board. I know I scouted a lot of players. Alright, we get a halfback, Levon Saley, which I actually might go with just because we don't need a quarterback anymore. So let's go with Levon Saley. Let's see. He is B+ carrying, B+ juke move, B back ball carrying vision. That's what it is. I'm sorry. He was the first with the vertical jump, 36.5. I mean, maybe he can hurdle some players. I don't really know. He's 5'11", out of Wisconsin. So let's go ahead and draft him. Let's see his overall. He's a 79 overall. That's good. All right, I'll see you guys at our next pick. Alright guys, with my next pick, I'm taking Emmanuel Canty out of Auburn. I don't know any of his skills because I didn't scout him. And he is, 64 overall. I guess that was definitely a bad pick. Okay, I haven't really done this before, so I'll see you guys at my next pick. Alright guys, with my next pick, I'm taking JT Preston out of Navy. He's a possession wide receiver. I don't know any of his top 3 skills just because I didn't scout him. Rank, he's a good 40-yard dash. He's really doesn't have anything great other than that. He's a decent vertical jump. Decent broad jump, I guess. So let's see what his overall... Jesus, what am I doing with this? Alright guys, I am accepting this offer from the Cleveland Browns for their 4th round pick next year. It's the best offer I got, so why not? I don't really need any more picks. So I'll see you guys at the start of season number 2. Alright guys, we're here, which I believe is probably the last season, and Ryan Fitzpatrick is now our quarterback, which I did sign in the offseason because Tom Brady did retire. So we also picked up Steve Smith Sr., who's going to be a great wide receiver 2. We have Julian Edelman at wide receiver 1, and then still have Danny Amendola at the wide receiver 3. So I may make a few trades. If I do, you guys will see them, but if not, you guys will see the end of season number 2. Alright guys, we just traded Dion Lewis, a 1st round pick and a 2nd round pick for David Johnson, excuse me, not Duke Johnson, from the Arizona Cardinals. I feel like this is a great trade for us, really improving the running back position. I know I gave away both my 1st round pick, my 2 top picks, I guess, 1st and 2nd round, but that is going to be it for, I believe, the season, honestly. I feel like that's going to be it for the video and honestly all my trades. Heading over to the final roster, David Johnson's obviously our starting running back. We do have Ryan Fitzpatrick. I looked to try to trade him a little bit, but there was nothing really out there. Wide receivers are good with Edelman, Amendola, and Steve Smith Sr. Obviously, we're good with Gronk at tight end. Offensive line could be improved a little bit, but I'm fine with it. The defense is really, really beastly. I didn't realize I lost, actually, Rob Mankiewicz in the offseason, so that kind of sucks, but obviously, Terrence Knighton's still starting for us. We have Jabal Sheard, DeForest Buckner, Logan Ryan, and Malcolm Butler, Patrick Chung, Devin McCourty, Shane McClellan, Jamie Collins, Andy Truitt, and Dante Hightower. I do just want to head over here and spend my team XP, really improve the team. I'm just going to auto do it and see how much we can go up as a team. So let's go auto upgrade. I believe this should do the whole team, if I'm right. I might not be. So, alright, maybe we should do this now. And did it work? Didn't work on offense. Did it work on defense? Alright, I guess it did work on defense. The DeForest Buccaneers an 81 overall now, so this team's looking good. I will see you guys at the end of season number 2 in the final season. Alright guys, we're here at the end of season number 2, the final season, and I guess we do have to play in a wild card matchup against the Indianapolis Colts. I guess we didn't make it just straight to the AFC Divisional. And did we lose Ryan Fitzpatrick? Is he hurt? Wait, what? Wait, no. Offense? Of course. Wait, is he... How long is he out for? 40 more weeks. What did I just hit? No, I don't want to spend his XP. Thank you, Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'm so glad I picked you up on the team. But Jimmy Garoppolo, I guess, is now starting. I think David Johnson's just been having a beastly year. Of course, Steve Smith's hurt too. And Julian Edelman. Really? 4 more weeks for Steve Smith. And Julian Edelman is out for 2 more weeks. Cool. So I guess that's not looking good. I guess Gronk's the only target. We lost a couple of our offensive linemen too. So, alright, let's just advance the week to the divisional championship, I guess. Hopefully we can win. I mean, it might be tough with our team. I mean, 2 wide receivers are out. Alright, we made it anyways. 1 new injury. Who else wants to get hurt? Let's just join the party. Adrian Waddle's now hurt. Cyrus Jones is hurt. Julian Edelman is still hurt. But nope, never mind. This is going to be fun. Alright, let's get this out of the way. Let's try to simulate, I guess, let's simulate the divisional against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who went only 1 game worse than us, but they tied a game. I don't know what. No. I'm not playing, I'm advancing. Let's just simulate to the Super Bowl, I guess. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Excuse me, the championship, and we made it. Alright, 13-3, the San Diego Chargers went. Alright, Julian Edelman's back. That's really what I needed. That's good. Fitzpatrick's still probably out for like 45 more weeks. So, alright, let's just simulate this, I guess, next week. Maybe we can make it to the Super Bowl. We made it to the Super Bowl. What? Did we really? That's sick. We actually made it to the Super Bowl. Okay, we made it to the Super Bowl. We're taking on the 13-3 Dallas Cowboys. I did not think that would be happening, but Steve Smith Sr.'s back. All right, that is good. That's really what we needed, just right in time for the Super Bowl. Defense, hopefully no one's hurt. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, we have really all the players that we need on defense, so let's get into this. Nope, did not mean to hit quit franchise mode. Let's get into the Super Bowl. I'm going to do this whole skip training, play the moments thing. I know you can do that. I'm not really too sure how it works, so I'll see you guys in the game. Alright guys, we got about 44 seconds left, and it looks like we're going to lose the Super Bowl to the Dallas Cowboys. We did, so you know what? I'll see you guys at the final loading screen. Alright guys, so as you did see, obviously we did end up losing the Super Bowl, but going over this roster one more time, we obviously had Ryan Fitzpatrick for maybe even half the season. I don't even know how long we honestly had him, but David Johnson was our running back. We had Amendola, Edelman, and Steve Smith Sr. Obviously we had this offensive line, but I don't think anyone really cares about that. We have Rob Gronkowski. Heading over to the defense, which has really improved. Terrence Knight and Jabal Sheard and DeForest Buckner, Malcolm Butler, Logan Ryan, Devin McCourty, Shane McClellan, Jamie Collins, Danny Stratham, Dante Hightower, and Patrick Chung. So I feel like this was a pretty good team. It's obviously easier than like a terrible team like the 49ers, the Browns. I'm probably going to do a bad team next for my rebuilding, so let me know that in the comment section down below. I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you guys did, make sure to drop it a like down below. As I said, leave the team you want me to do next, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video.